Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Morgan Sankofa. Today is National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day and it is Personal Poems Monday. So I have a poem called Sisters in Arms by Audre Lorde that I will be reading today. Okay, so Sisters in Arms by Audre Lorde. I'm pulling it up on Poetry Foundation's website and here it is. The edge of our bed was a wide grid where your 15-year-old daughter was hanging, guts sprung on police wheels, a cablegram nailed to the wood next to a map of the Western Reserve. I could not return with you to bury the body, reconstruct your nightly cardboards against the seeping Transvaal cold. I could not plant the other limpet mine against a wall at the railroad station, nor carry either of your souls back from the river in a calabash upon my head. So I bought you a ticket to Durban on my American Express as we lay together in the first light of a new season. Now clearing road gauge from my autumn garden, cow sorrel, overgrown rocket gone to seed, I reach for the taste of today. The New York Times finally mentions your country. A half-page story of the first white South African killed in the unrest. Not of black children massacred at Sebokeng. 6-year-olds in prison for threatening the state. Not of Thabo Sibeko, first grader in his own blood, on his grandmother's parlor floor. Joyce, 9, trying to crawl to him shitting through her navel. Not of a 3-week-old infant, nameless, lost under the burning bags of Tembisa. My hand comes down like a brown vise over the marigolds, reckless through despair. We were two black women touching our flame, and we left our dead behind us. I hovered, you rose, the last ritual of healing. It is spring, you whisper. I sold the ticket for guns and sulfur. I leave for home tomorrow, and wherever I touch you, I let cold from my fingers taste rage like salt from the lips of a woman who has killed too often to forget, and carries each death in her eyes, your mouth a parting orchard. Someday, you will come to my country, and we will fight side by side. Keys jingle in the door ajar, threatening whatever is coming belongs here. I reach for your sweetness, but silence explodes like a pregnant belly in my face, a vomit of nevers. Momentous TC turns away from the cloth. Her daughters-in-law are dying. The baby drools milk from her breast. She hands him half asleep to his sister, dresses again for war, knowing the men will follow. In the intricate Maseru twilights, quick, sad, vital, she maps the next day's battle. Dreams of Durban, sometimes. Visions of the deep rye song of beach pebbles running after the sea. Today I wanted to read Audre Lorde because there was a poem at the beginning, one of my most popular, called Cold, where I read that all the way back at the beginning in the summer, and I got a good response from reading Audre Lorde, and I was going to do a big video, extensive video of reading her work, but I wanted to make sure that I did a second poem and in honor of her legacy and her work, which is very important for all of our communities. So reading Sisters in Arms is a reminder of Black women's freedom being my guiding light. By this, I mean I will not let another's misunderstandings or view from privilege over me define me or make me smaller for their comfort. I was taught that I was small, different, and other, but I do not have to define myself in that way. And you do not have to define yourself in any way to make anyone else feel better about themselves. As I sat in my American University today, I saw how boys and girls excite themselves but downplay their intelligence just for the acceptance of their peer group. And that is a form of defenselessness. One way to not give into that is to explore yourself. And as you know more of you, you won't have to feel your power from the energy of others. Today I wanted to ask, how do you take up arms as sisters or brothers? And what kinds of things are you sacrificing for the common good of others? Today I took up arms by getting from behind my laptop and speaking to my English professor about a disagreement about my paper. So this was a big deal for me to defend my stance and to gain more points toward my actual grade. So I sacrificed my shyness and comfort zone to meet my professor in person for the first time and represent myself well. So my action step, and for you, would be to be introspective and ask yourself, why do you make yourself bigger or smaller for others? And who do you look to as a warrior in your life? So that is all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and in the coming weeks I would like to either create a Instagram page for my YouTube channel to expand, or also to make like bracelets that I would sell. So these are all ideas that are in here, and hopefully, in the next couple of weeks we'll get that to come into actual reality. So that is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed today's Audre Lorde reading, Sisters in Arms.